And good afternoon, everyone, from the DeWitt Gymnasium on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. We get set for Great Plains Athletic Conference women's and men's basketball here from the DeWitt, and it shapes up to be, well, it's a 2-hour later start than we're accustomed to because of the football game earlier today that the Dordt defenders were victorious in over Ottawa, 35-7. The defenders in this basketball contest matching up a 6-0 defender women's team against a 2-3 Midland team. Dordt 1-0 in the conference after a win over Mount Marty on Wednesday night, and Midland 0-1 currently in Great Plains Athletic Conference action. Some of the games are already in the books for today. 3 women's games have gone final. We've got volleyball to tell you about across the conference landscape. We've got NAIA football to tell you about as well. And all of that comes up on our pregame show. We'll also take a glance at this Dordt versus Midland contest. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with a rundown of things in our pregame show. This is the Wireless World pregame show. Back with more in 2 minutes.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Lynn Marie Tremolian.
My name is Tyler Vanderwoon.
Hi, my name is Noah Zylstra. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm from Pella, Iowa.
And I'm from Springfield, Kentucky.
One of my favorite things about the Dordt Media Network is being able to go to various Dordt sporting events throughout the year.
My favorite part of the Dordt Media Network is being able to produce a quality live stream for people to watch at home.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
And you're watching Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
For Iowa, let's take a closer look at this team matchup between the Dordt defenders and the Midland Warriors. The Dordt defenders come into today's contest 6-0 overall, 1-0 in the conference. Midland is 0-1 and 2-3 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Midland Warriors are coached by Sean Gilbert. They are 0-1 in the league. They lost most recently to Briar Cliff 76-52 by the numbers. Midland's getting outscored 61-59. They're getting out-rebounded. They are out-rebounding teams 40-39. They convert 36% of their shots from the floor. They allow 37% success. 7 of 5 are the three-pointers made, advantage opponents. They are converting. Midland is making 24% of its three-point shots, while opponents are making 30%. Turnovers, Midland commits 15, opponents commit 17. Gabby Paparthy scores 15.2 points per game with 10 rebounds. Jenna Weber's at 10.6 points per game. Emma Shepard is at 6.8 points per contest. For the defenders and Bill Harmson, 6-0 this season. They've scored at least 80 points in all of their games. The defenders' closest game was an 86-79 win over Indiana University Northwest on November the 4th. They allow 58 points per game. They score 85. They're out shooting opponents from the floor 43-37. They're out rebounding teams 52-32. And they make 35% of their three-point shots and allow 29%. Turnovers per game, Dordt 15.4, opponents 22.5. The defenders are led by Carly Gustafson's 14.7 points per game. Bailey Beckman's at 12.2. Janie Schoenhoven is at 10.3 points per contest. Macy Sievers knocks down 9.3. Hayden Hymanson 7.7. Faith Van Hollen 7.8. That's a very balanced group for the defenders with 6 players scoring nearly 8 points or more. Gracie Schoenhoven is right in that mix as well at 7.7 points per game. Macy Nielsen and Eliana Caparis, 4.7 and 2.5 points per game, respectively. Midland leads this series 23-14 since it began back in 1977. Dordt has won 3 games in a row in the series and 7 of the last 8. Dordt won the January 21st meeting in Sioux Center with a large margin, outscoring the Warriors 22-1 in the second quarter. 13 players scored for the defenders in that one, and limited Midland to 15 of 59 shooting for 25.4%. Dordt was led in that contest by Bailey Beckman with 17 points, McKenna Klecker 13, Carly Gustafson 10.7 rebounds, Janie Schoenhoven 9 points, 15 rebounds, Frankie Clausen led Midland with 8 points, Rachel Colhane also added 8. The most recent outing for the defenders, they beat Mount Marty 80-52 behind a 27-10 first quarter advantage. Macy Sievers 17 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. Hayden Hymanson 14 points. Janie Schoenhoven and Carly Gustafson threw in 10 points apiece. Gracie Schoenhoven also added 10. For Midland, they lost to Briar Cliff 76-52 on November the 15th. Gabby Beparthy scored 14 points with 12 rebounds. Jenna Weber had 10 points. Let's take a look at our probable starting lineup then for the defenders first of all. They will start number 10, Macy Sievers. She is a 5'8 sophomore from Storm Lake, Iowa, averaging 9.3 points per game. Number 13 is Bailey Beckman. She averages 12.2 points per game. She's a 5'5 senior from Panora, Iowa. Carly Gustafson wears number 30. She's a 5'11 graduate student from Ethan, South Dakota, averaging 14.7 points per game. Faith Van Holland is a 5'8 senior from Sioux Falls, averaging 7.8 points per contest. And Janie Schoenhoven will round out the starting unit for the defenders under Coach Bill Harmson. She's a 5'10 junior from Hospers, Iowa, averaging 10.3 points per game. Again, for Dordt, it'll be Sievers, Beckman, Gustafson, Faith Van Holland, and Janie Schoenhoven. For the Midland Warriors, number 10, Gabby Beparthy, 6-foot sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado. She averages 15.2 points per game. Number 12 is Bailey Hart, a 5'7 junior from Colorado Springs, averaging 3.8 points per contest. Number 15 is Jenna Weber. She's a 5'9 freshman from Spring Hill, Kansas, averaging 10.6 points per game. Number 23 is Emma Shepard, a 5'8 senior from Fremont, Nebraska, averaging 6.8 points per contest. And number 32 will be Sarah Shepard, a 5'11 sophomore from Fremont, Nebraska, averaging 2.8 points per game. Again, for Midland, it'll be Beparthy, Hart, Weber, Shepard, and Shepard for Coach Sean Gilbert. The Dordt defenders and Midland Warriors getting set for Great Plains Athletic Conference basketball around the league today. Women's play so far, Dakota Wesleyan upends Hastings easily 91-75. Rough road trip for the Hastings Broncos. Doane defeats Jamestown 79-73. Morningside a winner over Mount Marty 103-59. Concordia and Northwestern will play at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Men's games also playing today. Midland at Dordt, Hastings at Dakota Wesleyan, Doane is at Jamestown, Mount Marty is at Morningside, Concordia visits Northwestern. Let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the opening tap of today's contest. Dordt versus Midland, Great Plains Athletic Conference play. Back with more in 2 minutes.
This Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast is brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. And brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and the results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online at 712realty.com. Leading you home.
We understand how complex the financial landscape can be to navigate. Our goal is to free up your hands so that you can focus on what is most important in life.
This broadcast also brought to you by Vision Realty. We are polished, experienced, and professional, offering excellence every step of the way. We are the vision you can trust.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery.
And brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Ployne Publishing.
Hello, my name is Quentin Olson. I'm Parker Freeman. Hey, I'm Clay Boss. I'm from Holland, Michigan. I'm from Holman, Wisconsin.
Our public address announcer, Mark Christian's going through the introductions of the starting lineups in front of us. Recapping what happened earlier today, the Dordt Defender football team victorious in the opening round of the NAI National Championship Football Series, 35-7 the final there. Hockey team. In Jamestown, North Dakota. So thus far for the Great Plains Athletic Conference in volleyball, 3 out of 4 teams advancing, and I'm missing somebody because there was a 5th team playing. There's a 6th team that should be playing in the volleyball championships, and College of St. Mary, they're underway right now with St. Ambrose. And the last check, they were trailing that one 1-0. So the GPAC with 3 teams through in the conference tournament. The national championship field for volleyball. Soccer earlier today, I believe the Hastings women got a win in a shootout. Went to penalty kicks after being tied 1-1 with Missouri Valley. And they advance on PKs. And Dordt controlling the opening tap, and Macy Sievers has the basketball. Sievers with it on the left-hand side. She dribbles out front with it, weaves her way to the right elbow. Nothing there, back over to Beckman. Beckman with the basketball. Bailey puts it on the deck into the lane. Nothing there, cut off. Nice bounce pass down low for Schoenhoven. Gives it up to Gustafson. Gustafson with the basketball. Comes over to Van Hollen. Schoenhoven with it, and Schoenhoven is held on the play. Foul called. Schoenhoven will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is in and out and down. Janie Schoenhoven knocks down the first free throw. For Janie, if you've got to pick a wart at the beginning of the season, it's been the free throw shooting, about 50%, but she's slowly inching her way up. Makes both free throws that time. Dordt leads 2-0. You're starting to nitpick, though, with Schoenhoven. She's averaging nearly a double-double a game, the junior from Hospers, Iowa. Dordt with a 2-0 lead. Midland with the basketball. They pass it out front, throw it into the corner. Nothing there. Coming out with it is Weber. Weber gives it up to Shepard. Sam Shepard with it to Weber. Weber into the paint. Nothing there. 5 to shoot for the Warriors. Midland in their navy blue jersey. Shot for 3 on the way is good. 3-point basket for Sarah Shepard, the sophomore from Fremont. And Midland has their first lead of the ballgame at 3-2. Bounce pass inside for Gustafson. Not much room to work there. Gives it over to Beckman. Beckman pull-up jumper. Baseline missed it. Too strong, no good. And the rebound is taken away by Midland. Midland with the basketball. Long pass into the front court. Shepard might have traveled with it. Left-handed jumper. Rattles it in. She's got all 5 points for Midland so far. Dordt trailing 5-2. Pass goes down low to Gustafson. Gustafson unable to finish through contact, and here comes Midland. Midland with the basketball. Weber. Weber back out front to Shepard. Shepard gives it up to Hart. Hart with a basketball. Hart left side, Shepard. Shepard, the left-hander, guarded there by Gustafson, puts it on the deck. She gives it back over to Emma Shepard. Emma Shepard into the lane. Her shot no good, but a foul on the play called on Carly. Foul, Dordt trailing 5-2 early on in this one. So the defenders trailing by 3. First free throw. She has another one on the way. This one's up, and that one is good. So Shepard makes 1 of 2, and the Warriors lead 6-2. 6-2 our score. Sievers has it out front. Macy with the basketball. Stops on the right wing. Gives it up Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven left side back over to Beckman. Beckman 3. From the floor in the win on Wednesday over Mount Marty. Good to see her knock down an early jumper. I have a feeling Midland will, and a lot of teams will simply try to pack it in and see if the defenders can knock down shots from the perimeter. Turnover on the gets the basketball back. Our officials today, Troy Test, Corey Aldrich, and John Garrow on the whistle. With the basketball out front, Sievers weaves her way to the left elbow. Nothing there. Schoenhoven looks down low, gives it up Ben Holland. Ben Holland pull up, 10-footer, missed it too strong, no good. But a foul on the play called on Schoenhoven. And the Dordt defenders trailing 6-5. They'll set up the defense. Midland basketball, right-hand side, Weber. Weber comes back out front. They throw it to the posting up, Buparthy. Buparthy against Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven playing with a foul, so she's got to be a little careful. 7:10 left to go in the first quarter. Beckman up, turns on the Jets, dumps it underneath Van Hollen. Van Hollen with a 2-point bucket. Dordt best is when it keeps pushing. Driving in, shot off balance, and getting it to go is Bailey Hart. Hart throws one up off of the glass, gets it to glance off of the backboard. Pass underneath intended for for Gustafson. It's taken back by Midland. Midland basketball, Buparthy. Buparthy shot no good on the perimeter, and it's swiped away on the rebound by Carly Gustafson. Comes over to Sievers. Sievers right side, Van Hollen. Transition triple, no, but the ball loose on the weak side, taken away by Gustafson. Back over to Beckman. Beckman with the basketball at the top of the key. Dordt trailing by 1. Goes high post, Gustafson. Gustafson wraps it back over to Schoenhoven. Jumper from the left elbow, not good, and the rebound taken away by the Midland Warriors. So the Warriors bring the basketball up the floor. And the Warriors setting their offense. Jumper in the lane, no good. Taken away by Sievers. Sievers with the ball. Sievers gets away from the defense. Head full of steam for Sievers. Floats it up in the lane. Too strong off the heel. And the rebound is taken away by Midland. Dordt 2 of 8 from the floor thus far. Midland 3 for 6. 5:47 left to go in a high octane but low scoring first quarter. Jumper no good. Weak side rebound and a foul on the push on the play underneath. Macy Sievers voicing her displeasure. She, I believe she said something to the effect of, "I got pushed first on the rebound." And from our vantage point, certainly looked like an arm got extended. 8-7 our score. Midland shooting free throws on the putback attempt. Bailey Hart was fouled, so that's foul number 3 already on the defenders. New player checking in is Aisha Bryant for Midland. Dordt also with some new players in. Hayden Hymanson, Macy Nielsen, Gracie Schoenhoven. We'll see if the defenders go to the pressure on defense. First free throw is up and good for Bailey Hart. We're still early on in this one, not even 5 minutes into the game, though Midland scoring 9 points early. Team that's averaging under 60 points per game so far. Free throw no good, so making 1 of 2 was Hart. Dordt into the front court. Nielsen with it out front. Macy dribbles, nothing there. Left side elbow to Schoenhoven. Gracie, nothing there. Double teamed Hymanson. Hymanson at the top of the key. Hymanson kicks it into the corner. Nielsen, 10 to shoot. Into the corner again, Hymanson. Hymanson down to the baseline. Pocket pass for Schoenhoven. And Schoenhoven has it knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. Last touched by Dordt, by Midland. It'll be Dordt basketball. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Hymanson will throw the ball in right side of the lane as we face the hoop. Gets it into Beckman. Pulls the trigger for 12. No good. There for the rebound, though, is Gracie Schoenhoven, and she is fouled on the play. Gracie will go to the free throw line with an opportunity to tie the game. Got a couple of free throws coming her way. So 2 free throws on the way for the freshman from Hospers, Iowa. First one off the heel, no good. Another one on the way for Schoenhoven. And Gracie Schoenhoven free throw up and good. So Schoenhoven makes 1 of 2. And the defenders trail 9-8. Into the front court with it is Bryant. Bryant down to the baseline. Cut off there by Gracie Schoenhoven. Both Schoenhovens on the floor together right now, and driving in is Bryant. Bryant with the short shot. Aisha Bryant makes it 11-8, Midland. Right side with it is Hymanson. Hymanson back over to Beckman. Beckman with it at the top of the key. Driving left elbow. It's cut off. Picks up the dribble. Goes over to Nielsen. Nielsen with the basketball. Nielsen at the top of the key. Right side it goes Schoenhoven. Gracie gets the ball down low. Hands it back over to Janey. Janey off of the glass. Good. Janey with the assist from Gracie. Dordt trails 11-10. With the basketball right-hand side, this is Weber. Weber passes left wing. Clausen, Robbie Clausen with it. Right side pass back over to Weber. Weber with it on the left side, back over to Bryant. Bryant's going to try to get to the hoop. Cut off that time. Nielsen now closing out on the three-point attempt. Shot no good, and another rebound for Gracie Schoenhoven. Dordt into the front court. Gracie Schoenhoven with it. Schoenhoven underneath. The flop, no call. And Schoenhoven with a 2-point bucket. She's got 3, and the defenders grab the lead, 12-11. First lead the defenders have had since it was 2-0. 3:55 and counting, first quarter. With the basketball, Kennedy Darner. Darner gives it up. Bryant. Bryant into the paint, fading away from 10. Good. Aisha Bryant with a 2-point bucket. I beg your pardon, that was Ariana Harrison, that is. Beg your pardon. So Harrison with that 2-point bucket. Schoenhoven shows it, drives in with the right hand. Good. Janie Schoenhoven with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leading 14-13. So the defenders regain the lead. Now let's see if the defenders can get a stop. Pass goes down low. It's kicked away by the defenders. Today's pregame and postgame shows are brought to you by Wireless World, your local Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. You can visit them at wirelessworld.com. So the defenders with the advantage narrowly. With it on the right-hand side. Midland has the basketball. This is Aaron Foxhall. Foxhall against Hymanson. Nothing there. Comes back right side. 3 on the way. Missed it. No good. Rebound controlled by Caparis. Caparis over to Sievers. Here comes Dordt. Macy Sievers with the basketball on the right-hand side. Shows it left. Goes right. Nothing there. Cut off. Gives it left side over to Nielsen. Nielsen over the basketball. Left side it goes Sievers. Sievers puts it on the deck one time, twice. Keeps the dribble alive at the free throw line. Sievers with the basketball. Comes back over to Caparis. Hot potato back over to Hymanson. Hymanson trusting the waters. 10-footer rattles in and out. No good. And the rebound is controlled by Midland. Midland long pass into the front court. Midland has the basketball. Foxhall. Foxhall to Clausen. Clausen with the basketball. Gives it up to Harrison. And Harrison is fouled on the play. That foul is going to go on Eliana Caparis. That is foul number 1 on Caparis. 14-13, defenders leading by a point. Midland basketball with 2:32 remaining in the quarter. Midland working it in. They go right side. This is Harrison. Throw it over the top. Ball hits off of the backboard on the errant pass. It's taken away by the defenders. Off and running Sievers. Sievers ahead to Caparis, and Caparis can't hang on to it. Oh, you better be ready to catch it because it is coming. If you've got a half a step, if you've got a sliver, you're probably going to get hit with a pass. Dordt showing pressure defense now. Taken away by Schoenhoven. Dumps it off to Sievers. Sievers layup good. Macy Sievers with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 16-13. Biggest lead of the game for the defenders. Ball thrown up for grabs in the backcourt. Midland maintains possession of it. Ball deflected. Taken away by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven an open lane to the basket. Lays it up with the left hand. Good. Gracie Schoenhoven with 5. Dordt leads 18-13. The defenders on a 6-0 run. We have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products, caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
This Dordt Media Network broadcast is brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction. Rob Suen, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
And brought to you by Huber's Plumbing and Heating. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Orange City will exceed your expectations.
18-13, defenders leading by 5, so the defenders up by 5 with the basketball is Midland after the surge by the defenders, a couple of steals and 6 straight points. Midland has the basketball. Harrison goes left-hand side to Foxhall. Foxhall, nothing there. Foxhall comes back over to Clausen. Clausen off of the glass, no good. Rebound Caparis. Caparis outlets over to Hymanson. Dordt off and running. Jailbreak the other way. With the basketball, Sievers. Sievers throws it into the corner. Nielsen, 3-ball, good. Macy Nielsen with the 3-point bucket. Dordt leads 21-13, a 9-0 run for the defenders. Midland with the basketball. Midland throws over the top. Foxhall on the right-hand side. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Dordt leading by 8 after trailing by as many as 3. Dribbling out front, not going anywhere is Harrison. Harrison to Foxhall. Foxhall goes left-hand side to Darner. Darner shot no good on the perimeter. Rebound though long. Taken away by Clausen. Clausen with the basketball. Clausen will drive in. Comes back over to Foxhall. Foxhall puts it up off the glass, and we've got a... What do we got? It's the charge foul called against the Midland Warriors. Macy Nielsen setting up to take the charge. Troy Test looked at John Garrow. John Garrow looked at Troy Test, and they finally indicated a charge against the Midland Warriors, and the Dordt defenders will get the basketball back. So Dordt gets it on the turnover, and here come the defenders. For the basketball is Bailey Beckman. Beckman across the timeline. Beckman has the ball. She's got it on the wing, bringing it back to the top of the key, cut off. Goes back over to Schoenhoven. Underneath, Gustafson. Gustafson tripped up on the play. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I am afraid Carly is not going to get to the free throw line nearly as much as she should this year. There's a certain level of punishment that physical post players are expected to take on the offensive end, and Gustafson takes her share. First free throw is up and good. She's got another one on the way. Dordt trying to extend the lead to 10. They were down 13-12 when this run began, and they lead it now 23-13. 10-point advantage for the defenders. They've gotten going both offensively and defensively here in the last couple of minutes. With the basketball is Aaron Foxhall. Foxhall, they throw it down low, and we've got an illegal pick called on Midland. Midland whistled for the personal foul. Troy Test on the far side, spotting Bailey Hart with the illegal screen, and the defender 10-point lead stands, and now Dordt will bring it up the floor and expect them to try to hold for one shot if they can. Liv Harrison into the ball game for the defenders as well, getting first quarter minutes. Pass right side to Gustafson, backdoor cut. Harrison finishes at the hoop. Liv Harrison with the 2-point bucket, her first, and the defenders lead 25-13. Dordt on a 13-0 run, but Midland squelching that run with a 3-pointer by Baparthy at the end of the period. Dordt leads 25-16, 1 quarter in the books. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with the second quarter of play in 1 minute.
American State Bank is celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we couldn't have made it this far without your support. For us, banking just scratches the surface. We pride ourselves in our commitment to our communities, building meaningful relationships with our customers, and doing our best to have some fun along the way. We're proud to be a locally owned and operated bank, supporting the communities we serve. Thank you for choosing American State Bank. We can't wait to see what the next 50 years have in store.
The Dordt defenders with a 25-16 lead over the Midland Warriors as we get set for the second quarter of play. The Dordt defenders with a little bit of a run. 25-16, a 9-point advantage. And the Midland Warriors, Kennedy Darner has the basketball on the left-hand side. Darner with the basketball. She gives it up over to Weber. Weber with it out front, throws it down low. Baparthi on the right elbow, working her way in against Gustafson. Gustafson holding her ground, throw it away. Turnover, here comes Dordt with the basketball after the turnover. 25-16, defenders by 9 with the basketball. Bailey Beckman, the fifth-year senior, hands it off to Gustafson. Gustafson with it to Liv Harrison, and Harrison has it tapped away out of bounds. It'll be Dordt basketball. So Midland knocking it away momentarily. Pass goes into Beckman. Beckman with it out front. Bailey wheeling her way to the right side of the lane. Nothing there. Back outside Harrison. Harrison, Gustafson. Gustafson is whacked in the back by the post defender, Gabby Baparthi. And Baparthi is whistled for the personal foul. That is foul number 1 on her. Team foul number 1 on Midland in this quarter. Pass goes into Gustafson over the shoulder. Catch at the left elbow. Throws it down low for Schoenhoven. Unable to finish with the left hand. Now poked at by Van Hollen. Controlled by Midland. Here comes Bailey Hart. Hart with a basketball on the right-hand side, guarded there by Harrison. Man-to-man defense applied by the defenders. They look down low, throw it right side instead. A three-pointer missed, no good. And the rebound tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Midland Warriors. It'll be Dordt basketball. So Jeannie Schoenhoven will inbound the basketball. And the defenders have the basketball. Macy Sievers picks it up. Left-hand side it goes Van Hollen. Van Hollen down to the baseline, double team. Back outside Sievers. Sievers left wing three, missed it, no good. And the rebound is controlled by Sarah Shepard. Shepard with the basketball up the floor. Shepard drives it left side. This is Emma Shepard. Emma Shepard picks up her dribble. She passes back over to Bailey Hart. Right side pass. Dordt with a 25-16 lead, courtesy of a 12-0 run earlier. And we're going to have a foul called on the drive against Macy Sievers. And Macy Sievers, I think she's not in complete agreement with that. But as we know, our opinions don't matter, nor does hers. She's just in a position where she can maybe talk to the official a little bit about it. Sievers with her second personal foul, and Midland answering with a 2-point bucket, a two-pointer by Bailey Hart. Hart now with 5, and the defender lead is 7. And the Midland Warriors on a 5-0 run. Back over it goes to Hymanson. Hayden Hymanson with her first 3. She is the 9th player to score for the defenders, and it's back to a double-digit lead, 28-18. Driving inside, shot no good, and they tried to play a little bully ball as Macy Sievers playing with 2 personals. Tried to take her to the hoop. Baseline jumper, Faith Van Hollen. Van Hollen with her second field goal. Dordt leads 30-18. You do not want to get into a running game with this Dordt team if you are shorthanded at all, and I'm not sure Midland has the depth to stick with it. They'll work it with the right-hand side, Emma Shepard. Shepard shot blocked by Bailey Beckman, but a foul on Beckman, her first. It'll be a contrast of styles. If Dordt gets running, it's pretty tough to match up with the speed. They put as much pressure on you offensively as they do defensively. First free throw on the way for Shepard, up and down. And another free throw coming. Trying to make it a 10-point game, and she does. 30-20. Emma Shepard makes both free throws. She's got 3 points, came in averaging 6.8 points per outing. Faith Van Hollen trying to rub off a screen, comes back left side over to Nielsen. Nielsen on the right elbow, cut off. Back it goes into the corner, Van Hollen. Van Hollen, 3, too strong, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Boparthy. Boparthy brings the ball up the floor. And the Midland Warriors working it to the top of the key. Sarah Shepard. Shepard with the left hand rolls it in. Sarah Shepard with 7. And the Dordt defenders with the basketball leading by 8, 30-22. Schoenhoven high on the elbow. Back it goes Beckman. Beckman steps into a pull-up jumper from 15. Good. Bailey Beckman with 5. And the defender lead is 32-22. 32-22. The defenders averaging 85 points per game this season. Midland at 59. Gives you an idea of the contrast in styles. Midland, throw it left side. Boparthy. Boparthy gives it up to Weber. Weber down low, high off of the, wow, that hit off of the shot clock actually. No call made though. Dordt brings it up the floor. Hymanson with it after Dordt grabs the rebound on the defensive end. Comes back over to Beckman. Beckman splits the defense, lays it up with the right hand. Good. Bailey Beckman with 7 points. Dordt leads 34-22. Nice to see Bailey putting the ball on the floor, attacking the rim. She struggled from the floor in the game on Wednesday night. Sometimes when the jump shots aren't falling, you need to do something else to create offense, and Beckman did just that time. She's got a 3, a pull-up jumper, and a driving layup for her 7 points so far. Into the corner, Van Hollen. Van Hollen into the paint. Off-balance shot, too strong, no good. And the rebound is controlled by Midland. Midland bringing the basketball back the other way very quickly. They stolen away on the back end by Nielsen. Nielsen with it. Dordt up and running. Dordt by a dozen. Hymanson splits the defense. Her shot no good. Hymanson gathers in the offensive rebound, fires it over to Nielsen. Her triple no good. Rebound Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with the offensive rebound. The possession continues. Hymanson 3 missed it, no good. Van Hollen had a hand on it. Now Midland comes away with the basketball. Emma Shepard with it. Dordt up 12. Shepard driving in, and Beckman spears it away on her drive with the left hand. Earlier today, Dordt football, and we talked about it during the broadcast, playoff sponsors, and we're very grateful for those. We have to bid for those NAI National Championship to host those events. Basketball last year had to do the same thing. Volleyball in the past. We haven't had the opportunity for soccer in a while. Drive right side, Midland with the basketball. I'll continue the thought in a moment. Harrison with it, driving in, puts the shot up, missed it, no good. Sievers has it go out of bounds. Last touch by Midland. It'll be Dordt basketball. And we just want to make sure that those businesses who stepped forward and helped us with sponsoring and making it possible for Dordt to host that football game earlier today, they are recognized. American State Bank, Van Hollen Lawn Service, Late Harvest Brewery, Beck Construction and Beck Engineering, and Northwest Bank, and also the Van Englenhoven Agency, helping to make sure that the Dordt students didn't have to pay to get into today's football game. So we really appreciate those businesses stepping forward this week and making it possible for us to foot the bill and host that football game earlier today, which Dordt won 35-7. That's the icing on the cake. Schoenhoven, Gracie gets it away to Caparis. Caparis squares up, nothing there, back over to Gracie. Gracie down to the baseline, gets around her player, lays it up with the right hand, good. It's a tough matchup. She's got 7. Dordt leads 36-22. Midland basketball up the floor, Harrison. Harrison will put up the jumper, missed it, no good. Caparis ahead to Sievers. Sievers ahead to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven lays it up, left hand, good. If you're going to run with them, you better make sure you get back on defense. It is Katie bar the door once Sievers gets the ball. And then if you've got runners on, she had Schoenhoven racing in front of her. You've got Liv Harrison, who likes to play up tempo and attack as well. This team, as Coach Bill Harmson has said, becoming more and more the type of style that he likes to coach. 38-22. I think it does speak to the willingness of a coach, though, to step away from what they like and coach the players they've got, which he's done the last several years to great success, but you're going to see a high up-tempo team, if at all possible, this year. Drive into the lane. Are they going to give the continuation? They will. Foul's going to go on Sievers, and Macy picks up foul number 3, unfortunately. And a free throw on the way for Sarah Shepard, trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. She's got 9 points already today. 9 of her team's 24. Dordt leads 38-24 pending the free throw. Free throw is up. Free throw rolls off. No good. It remains 38-24. Into the front court is Harrison. Harrison in between the circles. Liv driving with the right hand. Comes back over to Schoenhoven. Gracie with it. Gracie at the top of the key. She drives left side underneath Hymanson. Hymanson shot no good. Caparis had a hand on it. And now foul called in the backcourt against Janie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven whistled for foul number 2. .38-24 our score. Defenders by 14. Midland with the basketball. They inbounded in the backcourt. This is Clausen. Clausen in trouble. Gets it away. Might have been a travel in the backcourt. Nearly a 10 seconds call. It comes loose, and Faith Van Holland picks it up. Van Holland, right side it goes to Nielsen. Nielsen with the basketball. Nielsen back over to Van Holland. Van Holland, left-hand side. Hymanson, splash. Hayden Hymanson having a good week. She had 4 threes last Wednesday. She's got another 2 today. Dordt extends the lead to 17, 41-24. 41-24, Midland in trouble, and they get it across just in front of the 10-second count. Right side baseline jumper, missed, no good. Rebound Schoenhoven. Gracie with it. Faith Van Hollen points go that way, and Gracie heads up the floor with the right hand. Goes into the corner, Macy Nielsen. Nielsen dribbling with the top at the top of the key. Comes back right side, Caparis, Schoenhoven. Gracie spins into the lane, gets to the hoop, lays it up with the right hand, good. Gracie Schoenhoven with 11. Dordt leads 43-24, a 19-point lead for the defenders. Dordt, since it was 14-13, they are on a 29-11 run. Today's broadcast and this timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more right after this 30-second timeout.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
At a picnic, they swarm around the basketball. Pass goes right side. Right side with it is Hayden Hymanson. Hymanson with the basketball. She passes right side Van Hollen. Van Hollen jumper in the paint, no good. Rebound Caparis. Caparis back over to Hymanson. A 3 on the way, missed it short, no good. And the rebound controlled by the Midland Warriors. Warriors have the basketball in the backcourt. Dordt showing pressuring defense. They get the ball up the floor, so Dordt pressuring after a miss even. They pass underneath, shot no good. Rebound Caparis. Caparis with the basketball. Back it goes Hymanson. Hymanson up the floor. Hayden with it. Right side Van Hollen. Van Hollen 3. Good. Faith Van Hollen with the 3. They barely give you a moment to breathe. Dordt leads 46-24. Midland basketball. Pass in the backcourt. Taken away by Van Hollen. Van Hollen with the basketball. Sooner or later you're going to fall into the trap of trying to run. And it usually doesn't end well so far. Eliana Caparis with a dump down low. She's got 2. 48-24, and the defenders blowing the game open. 1:18 left to go in the half. 23-8, the advantage for the defenders so far in this one. I wish I could say the Nats at a picnic line was my own. I'm not that original. Stolen from my friend Tony Cavalli and the Concordia play-by-play man from a few years ago. Pass goes top of the key. Kennedy Darner, 3 on the way, missed it, no good. Rebound, Liv Harrison. Harrison with the basketball. Harrison with the basketball. Liv passes right side Nielsen. Nielsen ball fake. They fall for it. She takes it into the paint, and she is fouled on the play. So the foul on the play called on the drive, and the Dordt defenders with the basketball, and they'll shoot free throws. Midland unable to keep up right now. Macy Nielsen knocks down the free throw. She's got another one on the way. 4 points for Macy Nielsen. Floodgates opening. The dam has burst on the Midland Warriors in this one. It's 49-24. And the defenders will retreat on defense as Nielsen makes 1 of 2. With the basketball, Shepard. Shepard, ball taken away by Gustafson. Gustafson gets it ahead to Beckman. Beckman driving in off balance, missed it, but she's fouled on the play. And she will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Tyler Cavalli had that line back when Concordia had that swarming defense. First free throw is up and good. I thought it very aptly described it. You just can't get away at times with that pressuring defense. It seems like there's always 2 or 3 players around you. Beckman with a pair of free throws, and the lead has grown to 27, and now the ball thrown away in the backcourt. It'll be Dordt basketball. This one got out of hand in a hurry. It was 30-22. Dordt on a 21-2 run right now. And as I said, the floodgate, the dam just bursting. And Coach Bill Harmson sending Macy Sievers into the game. Can you play the last 30 without picking up a silly foul? 3 fouls for Macy Sievers. She takes it across the timeline. Watch for the flop on anything where she takes it on the drive. She's got the dribble with the right hand, hands it off to Bailey Beckman. Beckman with the basketball, Gustafson. Gustafson with it. Gustafson, Sievers. Sievers, step back 2, no good. Rebound Gustafson 4. Nielsen spots up, 3 on the way. Missed it, no good, and that's the end of the first half. Our score, Dordt 51, Midland 24. This one got blown wide open in the second quarter. An 8-point lead grows to 27, and that's where we're at right now. 51-24, Dordt leading. Let's take a 2-minute break, and let's make this a 3-minute break. A 3-minute break, and we'll be back with more from halftime. Dordt versus Midland, GPAC women's basketball. Back with more in 3 minutes.
Thanks to these Dordt Media Network sponsors, Ski Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether building or replacing, we have the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski Bout and see the difference. Ski Bout Window and Door.
Thanks to M&H True Value. Behind every project is a true value. Start right, start here. M&H True Value.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a player or coach, or a fan of the university. Now, these players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. But there's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has: a game plan. And if these players and coaches are willing to put this much effort into a game, how much more important is a game plan for your financial life? Now, the financial world continually becomes more complicated, and we keep ourselves plenty busy. And even if we have precious free time, most of us don't want to spend it wrangling over financial decisions, reading financial journals, or studying the latest tax legislation. But if you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours upon hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules of the game in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, Money Concepts, the planning firm here in Sioux Center, has been helping households to build their financial game plan upon all the things in life more important than finances. Because there's things in life more important than money. and none of them are things. I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner and president of Money Concepts, the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule an intro meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your finances on all the things in life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into the relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym, where the Dordt Defender women's basketball team taking some of the suspense out of this one early, 51-24. Dordt with a 27-point advantage, 51-24, and the Defenders trailed in this one 11-8. Took the lead at 12-11 and then took the lead for good at 14-13 and outscored Midland 11-3 in the over the last couple of minutes of the first quarter, and then outscored Midland 26-8 in the second quarter on the way to a 51-24 lead. 51-24, Dordt with the advantage. The Defenders led unofficially by Gracie Schoenhoven with 11. 9 points for Sarah Shepard. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt in 3 minutes.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications, looking ahead.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Beaver Eye Care, serving Sioux Center and the surrounding communities for over 30 years. Come see Dr. Paul Beaver, Dr. Dan Klausing, or Dr. Reese Beaver for all your comprehensive eye care needs. This broadcast also brought to you by Vision Realty. We are polished, experienced, and professional, offering excellence every step of the way. We are the vision you can trust.
Here we live between big city and small town, but we don't do anything halfway. We play in a community that's safe for families while providing our kids big city opportunities. We work in a place proud of its rural history that's already writing its future in science and technology. This is a place where we love our neighbors and where a small town is more like a big family. Sioux Center, live life in the middle of everything.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry-out, or delivery.
Joyner and Zvort Dentistry, providing the latest in dental technology in a warm, comfortable, and relaxing environment. And brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Ployne Publishing.
Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Midland today, 9 of 26 from the floor, 35%. 2 for 9 on threes, 22%. 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 57%. They are out rebounded 24-17. Turnovers, Midland 13 turnovers, the defenders only 2. For the defenders, 19 of 39 from the floor, 49%. 5 of 12 from the three-point line, 42%. 8 of 11 from the free throw line, 73%. The defenders today led in scoring officially by Gracie Schoenhoven, 11 points, 5 of 5 from the deck. Bailey Beckman, 9 points, 3 of 6, including 1 of 2 on three-pointers. 7 points for Faith Van Hollen, 6 points for Janie Schoenhoven, 6 for Hayden Hymanson, 2 for Macy Sievers, 2 for Carly Gustafson, 2 for Eliana Caparis, 2 for Liv Harrison for their total of 51 points. The defenders led in rebounding by Janie Schoenhoven with 7, and Eliana Caparis at 5, 4 for Carly Gustafson. 3 assists for Macy Sievers. Remember, she's got 2 personal fouls, but with a 27-point cushion, the defenders probably feeling pretty good about that situation right now. For the Midland Warriors, 9 rebounds for Shepard, 5 for Hart, 4 points for Harrison, 3 for Emma Shepard, and 3 for Gabby Baparthy, for their total of 24. 3 rebounds for Emma Shepard to lead them in that category. Midland so far just 1 assisted basket in today's basketball game. So the Dordt defenders with the lead, 51-24 at halftime. Let's take another 3-minute break, and we'll be back with a rundown of the other scores around the league and across the country. NAI National Championship Football Series. We've got some conference basketball. We've got NAI National Championship Volleyball to tell you about as well. We'll take another break, and we'll be back with more right after this 3-minute break.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
This Dordt Media Network broadcast is brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction. Rob Suen, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1981. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner, online at germanfarmers.com. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today, serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Special thanks to all our Dordt Media Network sponsors. Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Van Engelenhoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency throughout Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelenhoven Agency's Sioux Center advisors Mark Holsoff or Lisa Dykstra.
This live stream broadcast brought to you by Napa Auto Parts in Sioux Center, your source for quality automotive parts for your car or truck. Let them use their knowledge to help you find the right vehicle battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, and other parts needed to get your job done. Napa Auto Parts in Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Rental. Get ready to power up your projects with equipment rentals from Rental. From heavy-duty machinery to the latest power tools, they've got the gear to make your project a success. Visit them online at rental.com or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast is brought to you by NewTek. At NewTek, they don't just sell equipment, they deliver performance, reliability, and innovation. Their team of experts is there to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find the perfect equipment for your needs. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Grain House in Hull. They have amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and more. With a big city feel located only 10 minutes away in Sioux Center, they have a second location opening next year in Sanborn. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Scores from around the league look like this in the NAIA and in the conference. Let's begin with, what shall we begin with? Let's begin with football. Dordt winning earlier today 35-7 over the Ottawa Braves. Everything's gone final now, so now we wait and see where the defenders are headed. St. Thomas defeated Reinhardt 55-7. Baker defeated Louisiana Christian 55-28, and Dickinson State, the lone road winner, the North Star Athletic Association champion, they defeat Montana Tech, the Ore Diggers, 35-28. So the Blue Hawks moving on. And we'll probably find out, I would imagine, in the next hour or so where the Dordt Defender the football team is headed next Saturday. Volleyball earlier today, Kokomo defeats Morningside 3-1. Northwestern a winner over the College of the Ozarks in the opening round 3-0. All winners advancing on to Sioux City. Concordia defeated Judson 3-0. Midland a winner over Kansas Wesleyan 3-1. Benedictine and Jamestown will play tonight at 7 o'clock. Men's basketball. Jamestown defeated Doane earlier today 89-78. Mount Marty and Morningside are at halftime. Morningside leads at 59-37. Dakota Wesleyan, they were playing today as well. Dakota Wesleyan hosting Hastings. And searching for that men's score. Hastings defeats Dakota Wesleyan. Tough week for the Tigers. They lost a couple of one-point games this week. One of them in the conference, one outside. So Hastings, a 74-73 winner over Dakota Wesleyan at the Corn Palace. Bailey Beckman drives in, too strong off of the glass. Rebound deflected out, picked up by Jeannie Schoenhoven. Now stolen away. Macy Sievers unable to handle it. Here comes Midland, laying it up with the left hand. Shot no good, and Jeannie Schoenhoven unable to reel it in. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Dordt. It'll be Jamestown basketball. Other scores today. Women's play, Dakota Wesleyan upended Hastings 91-45. Doane over Jamestown 79-73. Morningside over Mount Marty 103-59. Pass goes down low. Midland with the basketball. Three-pointer on the way from the wing. Short, no good. Rebound, Faith Van Hollen. Van Hollen taps it to herself. She brings it up the left sideline. Faith picks it up, passes over to Beckman. Beckman with it, picks up her dribble. Hands it back to Beckman. Beckman with it on the right-hand side. Beckman underneath Sievers. Sievers, kick out pass, Van Hollen. Van Hollen three from the corner. Missed it, no good. But there for the rebound and the putback is Jeannie Schoenhoven. 8 points for Schoenhoven. Dordt leads by 29, 53-24. Boparthy with the basketball. She passes off to Shepard. Shepard gives it up to Hart. Hart back to Emma Shepard. Emma Shepard down to the block, puts it up, shot no good. A rebound cleared by Beckman. Beckman with the basketball, splits the defense. She's now got numbers. Beckman with the basketball, pulls up, 15-footer, good. Bailey Beckman with 10. Dordt leads by 31, 55-24. A 31-point advantage for the defenders. Sarah Shepard throws it high post, left hand or on the right elbow. Picking up her dribble is Boparthy. Boparthy Tries to pass it off to Bailey Hart, and the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Dordt. It'll be Midland basketball. Midland has the basketball. Emma Shepard in between the circles. She dribbles with the right hand. Shepard with it. This is Sarah Shepard. Sarah Shepard throws it. Left-hand side, Boparthy. Boparthy shot is blocked as the buzzer sounds. Shot clock violation. It's Dordt basketball. (55-24) defenders. Macy Sievers with the basketball, shovels it off to Van Hollen. Van Hollen back to the top of the key, looking for a screen inside. Now they pass it right wing over to Gustafson, beyond the three-point line. This is Sievers down to the baseline, spins, double teamed, loses it, picks it back up, throws it back left side over to Van Hollen. Van Hollen got the step, puts it up with the right hand, missed it, no good, but she is fouled on the play. Faith will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws as she was fouled in the act of shooting. So games underway. Starting at 5 o'clock is Northwestern versus Concordia women's basketball. Men's game will follow. So that's what we're waiting on at this point, is second free throw good. Van Hollen makes both free throws. She's got 9, 57-24. Defenders expanding the lead. They're in the midst of a 27-2 run right now. 7:20 and counting. Third quarter. Throw it down low. Midland basketball. Boparthy. Boparthy backing her way in against Gustafson. She holds her ground. Back outside it goes to Shepard. Shepard down to the block. Throws up a wild shot. It's no good. There for the rebound and the putback. And for the first time in a while, Midland has something to cheer about. 2-point basket on the putback, 57-26. Midland was stuck at 24 for a long time. Pass goes inside. Carly Gustafson. Gustafson with 3. Defenders lead 59-26. Midland basketball, right-hand side, Shepard. Shepard working her way in. Passes it back, and the shot underneath is no good, but a foul on the play. Janie Schoenhoven unable to slide over onto the baseline to cut off Bailey Hart in time. That's 2 free throws now on the way for Hart. Janie has just picked up her second personal foul. I had her down with 3, but officially on the board just 2. 59-26. Free throw is up, and that one rolls in. Hart with her first free throw of the half. She's got 6 points now and make it 7. 59-28 defenders. Dordt with a lot of breathing room and a lot to play with here. Dordt will be back in action on Tuesday night when they travel to Morningside to face the Mustangs in Sioux City. Left side pass, swing it over the top. Gracie. Gracie down to the block, puts it up, shot no good. Fight for the rebound, taken down by Schoenhoven. Janie with the rebound and the putback. She's got 10 points. 61-28 Midland, down by 33. Midland has the basketball. Ball deflected by Gracie Schoenhoven. Janie picks it up, passes over the top. Hymanson intended for Beckman. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be last touch by Midland, that is. It'll be Dordt basketball. 61-28, Dordt by 33. The defenders with this one well in hand. Throwing it in is Macy Sievers. Sievers to Gracie. Gracie puts it on the deck. Right side pass, Hymanson. Hymanson in and out, no good. Hayden Hymanson, 2 of 5 now from the three-point arc. Dordt as a team, 5 of 14. Defenders leading 61-28. Dordt's already gotten 47 shots from the floor to Midland's 32. 14-3, the turnover disparity as well for Dordt. 9 of those turnovers coming via steals. Nothing there for the Warriors. They throw it left side. Bryant, Aisha Bryant gives it up, and the left-handed drive by Jenna Weber. Weber with 4. Dordt leads 61-30. Into the front court, Macy Sievers all the way with the left hand. Can't stop her. Layup good. She's got 4. If you don't stop the ball, it's going to be a long night. 63-30. Defenders leading by 33. First rule of basketball, stop the player with the ball, and that time Midland unable to do so. Down to the block, and we've got Gracie Schoenhoven whistled for the personal foul on the drive by Ariana Harrison. Gracie is called for her second personal foul. So Dordt in control here, 63-30. 5:03 and counting. Third quarter of play. With it on the left-hand side with the dribble is Harrison, and Harrison comes back over to Clausen. Clausen back to Harrison. Harrison into the lane. Her off-balance shot is good. Count the hoop, and she is fouled. Harrison will go to the free throw line for the three-point play opportunity. So free throws on the way for Ariana Harrison. Harrison with 4 points, trying to make it 5 here and trying to whittle it down to a 30-point difference. Can't do it. Ball deflected out, and now we've got a jump ball called on the rebound. Foxhall and Gracie Schoenhoven tied up on the play, 63-32. Defenders by 31. Midland will inbound the basketball left side of the lane on the alternating possession. So Midland throwing it in. And they get the ball inbounded over the top. This is Darner, Kennedy Darner back over to Harrison. Harrison with it. Harrison at the free throw line. Harrison into the lane against Schoenhoven. Fading away her shot, no good. Rebound taken away by Gracie Schoenhoven. Ahead to Bailey Backman. Backman will lay it up with the right hand, good. Bailey Backman with 12. Dordt leads 65-32. Backman entered the game 1,504 points. She went over the 1,500-point barrier last week. She is 4th all-time. Left-hand side, Harrison. Harrison trying to back her way in, double-teamed, and the dig down by Bailey Backman. It's called against her. That's her second. Bailey Backman whistled for foul number 2. Gracie Schoenhoven, Bailey Backman check out. Checking in, Eliana Caparis, and I believe Macy Nielsen came in at that break. With it on the block, kick out pass, Harrison. Harrison puts up a 3 from the wing, missed it, no good. Rebound controlled by Hymanson. Pass ahead to Caparis. Caparis all by herself underneath. She's got 4, and the defender lead is 67-32. Hymanson with the assist. The defenders, 15 of their 26 baskets today assisted. Defenders, 52% from the floor. They started slowly, but they have closed quickly. Into the paint with the basketball is Bryant. Bryant, kick out pass, right side Foxhall. Foxhall down to the baseline, spins, puts it up the runner, good. Aaron Foxhall with her first 2 points. Dordt leads 67-34. Left side pass, Van Hollen sets up her 3, missed it, no good. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Midland now after Asia Bryant was unable to hang on to it initially, but Dordt was retreating on defense. Harrison with the basketball. They're playing iso ball, down 33. She'll put up a 3, missed it, no good. Rebound controlled by Hymanson. Well, Midland does not have a lot going on offense. They don't have much movement, and when I say they were playing iso ball, they were. Just simply trying to get it to a miss, trying to see if Harrison can do anything with it. Shot underneath by Gustafson, no good, but she's fouled on the play. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Aisha Bryant whistled for the personal, her first. 67-34 defenders. And Carly Gustafson will go to the free throw line. First one is up and down. Carly now with 4 points. And a second free throw on the way for Carly. That one's up and good as well. 69-34, defenders by 35. I'm not sure. We might not see a lot more of Carly later today from here on out. As I've said earlier, trying to limit minutes turns into a long season, especially for those fifth-year players who have dealt with some injuries in the past. Going to be a 10-second call and a 10-second violation against Midland. They turn it over in the backcourt. And Sean Gilbert on the Midland bench, he used a couple of timeouts up early, but he has not done much with it at this point. He has not used timeouts. They've got 3 in the pocket if they want to use them. Macy Sievers with it. And we've got a foul called against Midland. Aaron Foxhall. Foxhall called for the personal. That's number 1 on her. Team foul number 3 on Midland in this quarter. Sievers, right side it goes. Caparis with the basketball. Caparis, cross-court pass, Van Hollen. Dordt with 3 turnovers today. And that's going to be a 4th one as they're going to get Gracie Schoenhoven for an illegal screen. That's number 3 on her. Well, that was 1 off. She's got 4. I don't think it'll matter much today, but something to keep an eye on in the future. See if she can stay out of foul trouble. She's pretty aggressive on that defensive end. Stolen by the defenders and an over and back violation called on Dordt. Macy Sievers grabbed it at midcourt, and the ball, well, yeah, whatever. 69-34. Ball was near midcourt. Sievers must have come back with a step, and now she steals it. Sievers with the steal, looking, drops it off. Caparis. Eliana unable to hang on to it, too hot to handle. And a turnover by the defenders. Eliana Caparis unable to hang on to it on the swift pass from Macy Sievers. And Midland will inbound the basketball. Midland with it. It goes over to Foxhall. Foxhall, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Midland, I believe. And it's going to be Dordt basketball. Troy Test and Corey Aldrich got together, and Corey said, I think it was off of the Midland player, and it was from our vantage point. With a basketball out front, Sievers. Macy has it on the left-hand side, 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Left side pass, it comes back over to Nielsen. Nielsen with it at the free throw line. Macy down to the baseline. Sievers cut off. Macy Sievers with the basketball, gets a ball screen up front. Caparis. Double team Van Hollen, left wing 3, missed it, too strong, no good. And the rebound cleared by Midland. Midland up and running with it, out of control. They give it up. New player into the game for Midland at the last break. That is 0, Carly Karstens. Karstens with it on the left wing, down to the baseline. Cut off, and she is fouled on the play by Faith Van Hollen. Van Hollen trying for the vertical contest. And free throws on the way for Karstens. Karstens checking in for the first time. First free throw is up, no good. She's got another one coming. Karstens is a freshman from Okoboji High School, Milford, Iowa. 69-34. She misses the second one as well. Dordt basketball in the backcourt is Liv Harrison. Harrison one-hands it across the timeline to Macy Sievers. Shakes right, goes left, gives it up to Caparis. Middle of the lane, her shot good. Eliana Caparis with 6. Dordt leads 71-34. Steal by Nielsen. Nielsen near the midcourt stripe, passes it over to Macy Sievers. Sievers to Van Holland, into the corner. Macy Nielsen, 3 ball, too strong, no good. Rebound though, Caparis. Offensive rebound back to Harrison. Harrison shot no good. Rebound Van Hollen. Van Hollen dumps it off underneath Caparis. Kick out pass Sievers, and a hand check called on Midland. And number 3, Ellie Bovaird. Bovaird called for the personal foul. Well, for those of you wondering, I am keeping an eye out to see if I receive any news on where the Defender football team is headed on Saturday. I'll be honest, a few weeks ago after the Defenders took their second loss of the year, I didn't have Thanksgiving Day Saturday football on my bingo card. Bailey Beckman with a 2-point bucket. She's got 14 on the pull-up in the middle of the lane, and the Defenders lead it 73-34. 73-34, Defenders with the lead. We've played 3, back with more from the DeWitt in 1 minute.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by NewTek. They're your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, ag, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Rental. Looking for top-notch rental equipment? Look no further than Rental in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
And the basketball, and I would imagine we'll play about another 4 or 5 minutes with this lineup, maybe, and then we'll probably see the bench get lengthened. Bailey Beckman, jumper in the lane, in and out, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Midland. Katie Anna Peterson checks into the ball game. She's trying to post up Janie Schoenhoven right now. Driving in is Frankie Clausen. It's taken away by the Defenders. Long pass ahead. Bailey Beckman lays it up with the left hand. Good. Bailey Beckman with 16, and the Defenders lead 75-34. So the Defenders with the lead, leading by 41, and we've got a foul called away from the ball. Faith Van Holland is going to be rung up for her second personal foul. Faith coming off a game in which she was limited to 2 points against Matt Boss. What did I just say? I've just got a text from Matt Boss, the assistant director of athletic communications. So Faith Van Holland with 2 points on Wednesday against Mount Marty. That's where my thought process was. And Matt letting me know he's got a little more experience with the football playoffs. At 5:30 they will convene and determine where the Dordt Defenders are headed. We'll have 8 competitions next Saturday. We do know it won't be in Sioux Center. They'll be on the road. We just don't know where at this point. First free throw by Foxhall, not good. Second one is good. So Foxhall makes 1 of 2. 3 points, 75-35, Defenders by 40. With it on the right-hand side, new player into the game for the Defenders. This is Taylor Drent. So Drent getting into the game now. She's from Sioux City. Right side, Beckman. Beckman 3, missed it, no good. Rebound, Faith Van Holland, and she is fouled on the rebound. The Dordt Defenders with the lead. And the Defenders with it, right-hand side, this is Brooks Smith. Smith over to Seaver, so the Defenders played a minute with basically their regular rotation, and now lengthening the bench. And 75-35, not a lot to prove at this point. Hayden Hymanson will go to the free throw line. She was fouled on her way to the hoop. She's got 6 points today, averaging 7.7 points per outing. (75-35). A couple of free throws coming for Hayden Hymanson. And Hymanson's first free throw is good. She's got another one coming. 7 points for Hymanson. Second free throw coming. And this one's up and good. So Hymanson makes it 77-35. Hayden with 8. And she's probably done for the day. On the floor right now, Harrison, Smith, Davis, Bailey Sievers, and Taylor Drent. Right elbow jumper for the Midland Warriors. Shot no good. Frankie Clausen unable to make the shot. Here comes Kaylee Davis over to Drent. Drent into the lane. Drent shot off of the glass. Too strong, no good. And the rebound is cleared by Midland. Midland with the basketball. Bringing it up the floor is Ellie Bovaird. Bovaird pass underneath. Shot no good. And the rebound is cleared by the defenders. Coming up the floor with the basketball, Harrison. Harrison right side Smith. Smith with it. Smith comes back to Harrison. Harrison shovels it back outside for Sievers. Bailey Sievers with it. Sievers all the way to the hoop. Puts it up. Everything but the finish for Bailey. And the rebound taken away by Midland. Midland up and running. Pass goes right side Clausen. Clausen with it. Clausen gives it up. Gets the pass back over left side to Bovaird. Bovaird drives in. Bovaird shot with a left hand, good. Ellie Bovaird with the 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 77-37. Still the 40-point lead for the defenders. Kaylee Davis, right side Drent. Drent, three, missed it, too strong, no good. Rebound controlled by the defenders and Harrison. Harrison back over to Bailey Sievers. Bailey, three, missed it, short, no good, and the rebound is controlled by Midland. Midland with it. The Warriors bringing the ball up the floor. This is Karstens, Carly Karstens, the freshman from Arnolds Park, Iowa. Passes over to Katie Anna Peterson, and we've got a foul on the play called on the defenders on the missed shot. Foul came on the rebound. 77-37, defenders by 40. And the Midland Warriors, Karstens will throw the ball in, right side of the lane. 6:54. Right-hand side, this is Anna Peterson. Peterson going to work down low, shot no good, and the rebound cleared by Harrison. Baseball pass ahead to Bailey Sievers. Sievers puts it up in traffic, shot no good, gets her own rebound back, shot is good. Bailey Sievers with her first two today. She is the 11th player to score for the defenders. 6:29 and counting, ball game. 79-37, this one really most of the doubt removed, any doubt removed. Midway through the second quarter, Harrison off balance, gets it to go, and Liv Harrison, I like her. Freshman from Lake Crystal, Minnesota. She just right now buried behind some other really good players, but her time will come, the way it looks to me. Couple of made field goals for her today, fouled that time, finished with the right hand off of the glass. Free throw is up for Harrison. Yeah, it's no good. So Dordt leading 81-37. The defenders in the second half have outscored Midland 28. I'm looking back at the halftime score. That was 25-6. Dordt was up 9, 25-16, then 51-24 at halftime. So a 30-14 advantage for Dordt so far. 81-39, we got a mess. Midland finally gets it across the timeline. Three-pointer rainbowed in by Bovaird. Bovaird with the three-point bucket. Dordt leads 81-42. Harrison right side to Bailey Sievers. Bailey with the basketball, spins out of the trap, gives it up to Drent. Drent on the right wing. Drent back to Harrison. Harrison down to the baseline. Harrison double dribble. And the turnover back to the Midland Warriors. 81-42 defenders. As we approach the midpoint of the fourth quarter. Ruby Clausen. Clausen shot no good, unable to finish it. Rebound cleared by Harrison. Harrison with it across half court. Harrison has it on the left wing. Uses upper dribble, comes back outside. 3 on the way for Drent, and Taylor Drent rainbows in the 3. Taylor Drent, the 12th player to score for the defenders, 84-42. 4:44 and counting, ball game. Right side pass goes over to Bovaird. Bovaird drives in with the left hand off of the glass, no good. And the rebound is controlled by the Dordt defenders. So Dordt with this one, it would seem, in hand. 34% field goal shooting by Midland thus far. Drent at the free throw line. Kick out pass. Harrison 3. Liv Harrison with 7. And the defenders lead 87-42. And we've got a timeout for substitutions only. We'll get the mention in, but that's it. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Not going to send it back to the studio, though, and not going to take a break beyond that, simply because the defenders just letting it ride right now. 87-42 defenders. 4:18 left to play in the game. Midland basketball across the timeline. Bovaird gives it up. 3 from the left wing. Short, no good, and a rebound cleared by the defenders. Dordt with the basketball up the floor. Picking up her dribble is Lems. Lems to Drent. Drent, another 3. That one's no good. Rebound taken down by Dordt's Ellie Lems. Shot no good, and now tied up on the play is Drent. So Izzy McCool, I think this is the first time I've seen Izzy play. Izzy McCool, a 5'9" freshman from Pleasant Hill, Iowa, checks in for the defenders. Willow Bleeker also on the floor. She's a freshman from Sioux Center. A couple of players who will see significant minutes on the junior varsity this year as well. And there is no shame in being on the junior varsity team whatsoever, because there's a lot of good players. There's just so many minutes that can go around, and players have to play. And the defenders pretty deep right now and taking advantage of that. With the basketball is Karstens. Karstens with it on the right-hand side. Karstens cut off, nothing there. Karstens looking. Karstens flips it up with the right hand, shot no good. Loose basketball, ball never hit the rim, so the shot clock doesn't get reset. Now the long rebound off of the missed 3. Midland with the basketball. Left-hand side, thinking about the three-pointer was Delaney Talley. She gives it up to Foxhall. Foxhall with it on the right wing. Foxhall goes left-hand side to Clausen. Clausen with the basketball. Shot in the paint, no good. A rebound cleared by Brooke Smith. Smith with the basketball, the Spirit Lake native. Gives it up to Lems. Lems into the lane, and she's going to be called for double dribble. Lems looked like she wanted to cross over and then got the left hand on the ball at the same time as the right hand. Gets called for the double dribble. Turnover back to the Warriors. Dordt's going to improve to 7-0 this season, 2-0 in the conference. Midland's going to fall to 2-4 and 0-2. Midland basketball, left-hand side. Talley puts it up in traffic, and Talley gets it to go. So Talley with the 2-point bucket. Tally it up for her, 87-44 our score. Would have been disappointed if I hadn't said it. Davis with it. Kaylee Davis to Bleeker. Bleeker trying to pass it underneath, and stepping on the end line out of bounds is Ellie Bovaird as she tried to save it in. 2:25 left to play in the game. Dordt leading. And the defenders setting things up. Willow Bleeker gets the ball inbounded to Brooke Smith. Too high off of the glass, no good. But there for the rebound is Drent. Drent shot no good. Gets her own rebound back. Shot is up, no good, but she is fouled on the play. Taylor Drent will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. Readjusts the bandage on her right arm. Saw her walk over to the trainers for a brief break, and that's what they were doing, getting a bandage on the arm. Must have drawn blood earlier on the play. Second free throw on the way for Drent. 2:18 left to go in the contest. Second free throw is up and good. Drent makes 1 of 2. She has 4 points, and the defender lead is 88-44. 2:10 and counting ball game. Defenders are back at it on Tuesday night when they travel to Morningside in Sioux City. 3-point bucket by Beauvert. She's got 8. And the defender lead is 88-47, 1:58 and counting. Kaylee Davis with the basketball on the wing. Davis picks it up, gives it up to Drent. Drent to Smith. Brooke with it. Left side, Kaylee Davis. Davis drives into the paint. Nothing there. Reverses it underneath for Sievers. Bailey kicks it back out to Brooke Smith. Couldn't knock down the 3, and here comes Midland. Well, Dordt's going to score better than 80 points for the 7th time in 7 starts. Talley with a 2-point bucket as she drives the lane, flips it up with the left hand, gets it to go, 88-48. 88-48 defenders by 40. Bailey Sievers to Drent. Drent, 1:14 and counting. Right side it goes, Bailey Sievers. Sievers double teamed off of the glass, no good, and the rebound cleared by Karstens. Karstens will walk it up. She'll take it across half court. Karstens in between the circles. Still has the dribble alive, 19 to shoot. Should have been called for travel, and she is. Turnover back to the defenders. .40 advantage for the defenders. Bailey Sievers will bring it up. And Sievers has the basketball. She passes left side, gets the return pass now. Drent might have gotten away with a carry. Comes back right side over to Smith. Brooke with the basketball, looking high post, gets it to Lems. Lems on the move, and a 3 seconds in the lane violation called against Lems. So Lems turns it over, a rare turnover by the defenders. Dordt with just 11 turnovers thus far today. Pass out front. 20 seconds on the play clock. Talley. Nothing there. Gives it up. Clausen, left elbow. Shot underneath, no good. And the rebound gathered in by Taylor Drent, and that'll likely do it. 88-48. Defenders will walk it up the floor. And that will do it. That'll be your final. Dordt 88, Midland 48. The defenders 7-0, 2-0 heading into a game on Tuesday night at Morningside. Midland Warriors dropped to 2-3 and 0-1. The Midland Warriors in their next action, they'll be at Hastings in GPAC play. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with a recap of the first half of our twin bill. Dordt and Midland, women's and men's basketball. 3-minute break, back with more after this.
Hi, my name is Samantha Wilbur.
Hi, my name is Philip Shippey.
Hey, my name is Eli Levtinsky from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
I am from Primgar, Iowa.
I'm from Sioux Center, Iowa.
Shout out to my family back home and my girlfriend for just supporting me throughout my college experience. It really means a lot.
My favorite part about working for this is making these promos and stuff that you see during commercial breaks.
And you're watching the Dordt Media Network.
And you're watching the Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
name is Lynn Marie Tremolian.
My name is Tyler Vanderwoon.
Hi, my name is Noah Zylstra. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm from Pella, Iowa.
And I'm from Springfield, Kentucky.
One of my favorite things about the Dordt Media Network is being able to go to various Dordt sporting events throughout the year.
My favorite part of the Dordt Media Network is being able to produce a quality live stream for people to watch at home.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
And you're watching Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa, as the Dordt defenders secure an 88-48 win over the Morningside Mustangs. Try that again. Midland Warriors today. The defenders were down 13-12, took the lead for good at 14-13. That was part of a 12-0 run to make it 25-13 at the time. They closed the quarter at 25-16. The momentum continues. Dordt outscored Midland 26-8 in the second quarter. And the hits just kept on coming as the defenders extend the lead to 40, 75-35. They were up 40 plus. Got up 81-37 at one point, and they settled for the 40-point win, 88-48. As I said earlier, much of the suspense of this one taken out as part of that 12-0 run. The defenders led unofficially by Bailey Beckman with 16 points, while the Midland Warriors were topped unofficially by Sarah Shepard. I have her with 9 points. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK and watching on the Dordt Media Network. Let's take another 3-minute break, and we'll be back with a rundown of all the numbers, and we will have a look at what else is happening in the conference right after this. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK and watching on the Dordt Media Network. Back with more right after this.
Here we live between big city and small town, but we don't do anything halfway. We play in a community that's safe for families while providing our kids big city opportunities. We work in a place proud of its rural history that's already writing its future in science and technology. This is a place where we love our neighbors and where a small town is more like a big family. Sioux Center, live life in the middle of everything.
Let's take a look at the numbers then here in our women's contest. We recapped how we arrived at this point. Midland today, 19 of 55 from the floor, 35%, 3 of 17 on threes, 18%, 7 of 14 from the free throw line for 50%. For the Dordt defenders, 33 of 75 from the floor, 44%. 7 of 24 from the three-point line for 29%, 15 of 20 from the free throw line, 75%. The defenders, a 51-33 rebounding edge, 11 turnovers, and Midland had 22 turnovers. And make sure that our interview subject can hear me okay. Is it too loud? All right. We'll get that turned up there. We'll check this, and I am joined by Macy Nielsen. Macy Nielsen this afternoon, a part of a 88-48 win. And Macy, you got the defense really pressured things, got things rolling, and when this team gets going up tempo, they're pretty hard to match up with.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the defensive approach for this team and getting the ball up tempo.
Yep, so we definitely wanted to stop their drive. They're a pretty good drive and kick team. If they get hot behind the three, that's no good for us. But we decided to bring some pressure. We've been having a lot of fun with that. Full court pressure, getting traps, steals. Gracie Schoenhoven up top of that is doing an amazing job as a freshman. So I think just controlling the game at our pace with that defense really, really was good for us today.
Tell me about your role and if it has changed at all from, I mean, as a freshman, you really weren't much of a ball handler. It was get out on the perimeter, find a spot, and get open, give people angles to work with. How have you changed as a player in the last 3-4 years?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've definitely still been a shooter, hang out behind the three-point line, but teams are figuring that out, so I got to be able to give a little shot fake, attack the rim. I've gone to the free throw line a few times, a few more times this year, so that's been fun. And then even defensively, just playing in that press, being quick, and getting my hands on steals. It's been a lot of fun this year so far.
What's this team like? I mean, it seems like it's a team that's pretty high energy, both on and off the court, like to have fun, it appears. Do you get along as well as it seems?
We get along great. Like, I couldn't ask for anything better about this team. Like, 1 through however many, 17 I think there is, 18. Everyone gets along. Everyone's having fun. We're in the locker room, like, 30 minutes before practice, 30 minutes after practice, just cracking jokes. But then we're also able to be serious and get the job done. So it's awesome.
What are you, remind our listeners what you're studying.
I'm a psychology major and then hoping to go, or actually I am going to occupational therapy school at USD.
And that begins next year?
Yeah, it'll be in the summer. It's like the end of July.
How long is that program?
It's a 3-year program, full years.
How long, what do you want to do when you're done?
That's a great question.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, pediatric occupational therapy or neurology. You get to kind of pick and choose, which is what I like about the field, but I'm not saying I got a lot to learn about the field in general, and then I think I'll probably make a decision later on.
Think about coaching at all or anything like that, or is that not on the radar at all? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's on the radar. I did took all the classes to get my coaching endorsement here at Dordt. It'd probably be something more of like a travel ball sort of deal if I were to.
A little more flexible schedule.
Yep. That'd be super fun though.
Okay. Well, I will let you go and we'll make way for Coach Harmson, but congratulations on a win today and see where we go from here.
You bet. Thank you, Mike.
That is Macy Nielsen talking about today's matchup with the Midland Warriors as Dordt got things going up tempo. And we're able to secure the victory today, 88-48. 88-48, the defenders with the win, and Bill Harmson takes a seat by me. And, Coach, it took just a little while for the dam to break, if you will, but you put pressure on teams both offensively and defensively, and it seemed like once you got things rolling, then Midland, it was really hard for them, but you had to get to that point. And that's not always going to happen the first minute, first 5 minutes. Yeah. Sometimes it needs to take 7 to 10 minutes for it to happen.
It does, and, it's kind of a goofy day, right? We go out and sit out in the beautiful sunshine at the football game and cheer on our football team to a big win, and to get over here and to try and switch gears, going from a highly social, rooting on your friends, to getting ready to compete against a really good Midland team. And I knew it would take us a little time just to settle in and get going. But, man, once we did, it was really fun. And we were able to get them out in a transition. We were able to turn them over a little bit and score at the basket. And we just had a great team effort. I mean, we played a lot of kids, and everybody contributed.
A 40-point win, and I don't have a lot to ask you about that, but I am going to ask this. There are some coaches who would say, you aren't going out and sitting in the sun. We are not. You are not going to go to the football game. You're going to focus on the task at hand, and I don't want to call them fun killers. It's a different approach. Why do you say to your players, go out, do it?
First of all, I love Joel Penner and his staff. That's number one. Secondly, I have a lot of our women on our team date football players. And if you were to take attendance at our home football games, our women are there supporting our football team. And it's a football culture, right, Mike? And you don't get that if you don't have fellow teams following each other. And so I know our women love going to the football games. We got brothers that are playing on the football team. And I know that was a really important part of their day. Our men did their shoot-around earlier today. They ate earlier today so they could go to the game. And so we're not going to shy away from the importance of hosting a playoff football game. And, part of the Defender way, right? I mean, we're going to all encourage each other. We're going to be a strong community. And this is one of those days where we can really celebrate Defender athletics right here in Sioux Center.
Morningside coming up on Tuesday. Good team down in Sioux City. I've kind of taken the approach this year, and I don't know if it's right, wrong, or otherwise, but I've said this during the football season. I just want to see how our team competes. I'm not nervous about games. It's just I want to see how they stack up. I'm kind of that way with the basketball season as well. I just want to see how they stack up against everybody else.
Well, I wish I wasn't nervous, Mike. I might have to talk to you a little more and learn your tactics. But we have a really good team here, and we have to stay healthy. And our women, I'm telling you, every day they get closer. They love each other more. They encourage each other more. We played, I'm going to call the end of our bench about the entire fourth quarter. And not once, those kids play so hard, and they did a great job. And we outscored them in the fourth quarter. And that just shows the health of our practice. I think it shows the health of our women and just how willing they are to contribute to and sacrifice for a team like we have here. They humble me every day, Mike, because of their attitude and their spirit and their love for each other. It's just a great group.
We will see you on Monday. It's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Enjoy your Sunday, and we'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, you need a good Sunday there, Mike. Thanks for everything you do. I know you had a busy day, and your love for our teams and for our coaches and just your passion for athletics done well comes through every time you're on the radio. So thanks for all that you do for us.
Very much appreciated. That's Bill Harmson, and that's going to do it for our women's broadcast. Let's take a break, and we will be back right after this. You're listening to